So I was actually a little bit nervous about this trip, but things are feeling a bit better now. I'm in an area called Sunshine Meadows, just outside the Banff Sunshine Ski Resort. I crossed the resort boundary a couple minutes ago, and I'm heading about, I think 7 or 8 kilometers, pretty much southeast from here, to an area called Citadel Pass. This is like a no-brainer in the summer, and I think a pretty common ski tour. There's a designated campsite out there, so that's my plan. I want to go check out, see if I can get to Citadel Pass today, and then double back to where I'm going to camp tonight, then tomorrow head out and down. A little bit of an adventure, and time to get moving. I made it to where I'm going to camp tonight. It's around 3:15 in the afternoon, and my plan was to keep going, and I wanted to make it to a Citadel Pass today. Bit slower going than I was expecting all the way up to here, so I did about 4.5, maybe 5 kilometers to here, and that took probably good 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours. It's too early to stay here, so what I'm gonna do is keep going. It's gonna be dark at 4:45, so that's in an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half. Gonna keep going. I'll go for another 45 minutes or so, break trail, then turn around, come back here. It should be faster to come back, and that'll give me an idea of what it's like tomorrow, if I want to push on to the pass tomorrow and then double back or not. But at least that way I'll have tracks set, see what it's like over this ridge. The clouds are kind of moving in, so no big views right now, and we'll see how it goes from there. So I've worked my way down into this start of this drainage, which is not where I want to be. I want to be up on that orange line, so I'm about 100 meters off. Definitely don't want to go down there. I came from over there, but I ended up dropping down a little bit on my left. So I'm going to stay high over here, kind of head to my left as much as possible. All right, guys, so in the background behind me is Citadel Pass. That was my objective for this trip. So it's 4 p.m. and sunset is at 4:45. It's 2 kilometers from here as the crow flies, so I might go a little bit further. I don't know, I haven't it's just very typical of me to be like, shit, do I go, do I come back in the dark, make it back to where I was going to camp in the dark? If I went back now, I'd be getting back to camp in the dark, so it kind of doesn't make a difference at this point, but just depends how much traveling I want to do in the dark. I don't know. That's really where I wanted to get to. It's pretty much flat to there, so nothing crazy, but I don't know. I'll go a little bit further and decide from there. Just over those trees. I'm starting to get fried. The snow's really deep. Sometimes I'm staying on top, sometimes I'm punching through, but just over 1 kilometer away from the pass, so I figure I may as well just do it, get there, then deal with it after, which is gonna be a bit of a nightmare. But I have a lot of trouble turning around right now. So close. Oh, I'm running on fumes. I need some water. I think my plan will be to get to the pass, have a break there, like a half-hour break, get some water in me, then turn around and go back to camp. It's gonna be dark one way or the other, so a little rest. I've been moving for 3 or 4 hours now, so it's starting to take its toll. All right, guys, so I'm at the pass, and it's 10 past 5. It's getting dark, but I'm gonna take a break here. I'm pretty smashed. Gonna melt down some snow, get some water, have some food, and yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. Out in the background there's a Assiniboine, which is pretty iconic mountain here. It's hidden behind some clouds right now, so I'm sure it'll pop up again, but I'm gonna get a jacket on, get the stove out. I'd like to be moving at 6, so no more than an hour break. That was deep. I'm cooling down a bit. Forget how much warmth you generate when you're exercising. It's getting dark, very dark. So it's just after 5:30. Filled my water bottle, had a bit to drink. That feels good already. Took me an hour and 45 minutes to get here from where I'm planning to camp. So I'm expecting, even if I take 2 hours to get back, I'm gonna leave here before 6. I'm expecting to be at camp by 8. Hopefully. Feels like the wind's picking up a bit. I hope it doesn't get out of control. Back on the move before 6, like I wanted. Feeling a bit better. Got a bit of water in me, and it's cooled off. Or at least the fact that I haven't been moving makes it feel like it's cooled off a lot. Feels like the wind's picked up a little bit too, so just plug along. It's very dark. Absolutely nothing. Can't see anything except for what's in front of me. Making good progress. About 2K in, maybe another kilometer or two. I didn't take the best line to get there, and I was thinking of following the right line back, but I think when it's dark out like this, it's just quicker and easier to follow my tracks. Don't get lost, and it's a lot more efficient. So that's what I'm doing. Making okay time. It's a little bit downhill most of the way too, so that helps. All right, guys, so it's just past 7:20, and I just got to the lake. So it took about an hour and a half from the pass to get to here. It's dark out, so I gotta get set up quick. I was just scoping out if I want to pack down the snow or shovel it. I might pack it down. You know, sometimes when the snow is really loose, it's just better off shoveling. So, kind of a mix. Let's get some warmth on. Theory, if I let the tent pad solidify, putting the tent up is ridiculously fast. If I don't wait long enough and it collapses, then I'm gonna get angry because you gotta kind of start over the process, which is really frustrating. Alright guys, so that's it. All set. It is 9:27. Got here 7:20-ish, I think. So 2 hours on the dot, in bed. I think it's gonna be a pretty warm night, so yeah. So lights out and see how it is in the morning. Alright, it is the morning. I slept in a lot because I have a pretty short ski out. Pretty warm last night. My watch said it only went down to -3. So I slept with my sleeping bag completely open. It was way too warm. But anyways, it's pretty warm out, so that's good. Makes life a lot easier. So I'm gonna get rolling. See what it looks like outside. All right, so that's it for this little camp. I've got about 4 or 5 kilometers to get back to Sunshine Village, and then a quick downhill ski from there. There's a little bit of a snow squall, so that should make things a little bit interesting. Hopefully my tracks are still pretty easy to find. So glad I made it to the pass yesterday. I don't know if you can see it from here, but that's a good little hike. Made it all the way. Big objective. Fought those demons yesterday. So that's another little winter trip in the books. Probably end up being 20 kilometers round trip. Most of it yesterday. But yeah, kind of makes you remember how tiring it is. You need to do some more training with a heavy pack, because the light summer pack, it's not the same. Just breaking trail like that is pretty tiring. So it's really hard to compare a summer day where you just walk non-stop and this where you literally have to fight for every inch almost. That's it. Wrapping it up. See you guys next time.